Okay, get ready, because this might be the grossest thing I've ever read. I'm going to read a little bit from the article. So apparently, the big pharmaceutical guys, they created this vaccine, the few vaccines, whatever. I don't know exactly who it is. But there's a patent on it, which at the moment doesn't appear to be letting less prosperous countries, I think some in South Africa and India, etc., developing countries, scale up and produce this vaccine and then distribute it. So I'm just going to read a couple articles from, this is from Common Dreams. And that's another thing, like, why the fuck isn't this, like, the number one story on mainstream media? Because this is really, probably the grossest thing I've ever read. Under pressure from a growing chorus of Democratic lawmakers and progressive advocacy groups, and again, why the fuck is it like Democratic lawmakers and progressive advocacy groups? Anyone with like the hint of common sense or just a little bit of human decency should be pissed off about this. Anyways, under pressure, President Joe Biden is reportedly considering throwing U.S. support behind an Indian and South Africa-led effort to temporarily waive patent protections for coronavirus vaccines, a move that would allow for a massive scale-up of global production and distribution. Why is Biden considering this? Why is this debatable? It's not fucking debatable. We're in a global pandemic. Obviously you prioritize America first because you're America's president. But this isn't even relinquishing our own vaccine. It's just giving them permission to use the patent to create their own vaccine. God, this makes me angry. CNBC reported late last week that the White House is weighing whether to suspend intellectual property protections for COVID-19 vaccines and treatments, but has yet to reach a final decision on the matter. For months, the U.S. has joined Canada, the United Kingdom, and several other wealthy countries in blocking the patent waiver proposal first introduced at the World Trade Organization last year by South Africa and India. God, this is a no-brainer. When Jonas Salk, the dude who invented the vaccine, the guy who invented the vaccine for polio, he didn't do it to get ridiculously wealthy. I think he just gave the vaccine away without a patent because it saves people's lives and was good for humanity. I get that, like, all these higher ups in the pharmaceutical companies, they don't get in it for the ethical reasons. They're all ridiculously wealthy to begin with, so they're all, kind of out of touch with a moral compass to begin with. But all these people are the people that are benefiting from the patent right now are ridiculously wealthy. It should be a no-brainer that certain things should not be considered intellectual property or protected by patents. A global pandemic is the first thing that jumps to my mind in that scenario. No, patents do not apply to a global pandemic. I don't care. It's disgusting. It's really sick. It's gross. And there's nothing to consider here. It's just the epitome of greed and evil. It really is. And again, another thing to say is, like, if you're a type of person that would get outraged at, like, some random Trump tweet at 3 o'clock in the morning of some issue, but this right here doesn't piss you off, then something is seriously broken with your moral outrage meter. What the fuck, man? I mean, I don't get this worked up about a lot of things, but we're in a global pandemic. We want to end the pandemic. We have the vaccines that can do it. We should be circulating them around the world as quickly as possible and getting as many people anywhere vaccinated as soon as possible. God, that's it.